Some motorcycles don't just move, they roar. They don't just take you places, they define who you are. This is one of them. The Harley-Davidson Iron 883, a raw, rebellious symbol of freedom on two wheels. In today's video, we'll dive deep into what makes this bike so special, why it's one of the most iconic Sportsters ever built, and whether it's still worth your money in 2025. Welcome back to Driftport, where the road is always calling. The Iron 883 isn't just another motorcycle, it's a chapter from Harley-Davidson's long, rebellious history. First introduced in 2009, the 883 was built to capture the spirit of old-school American motorcycling, minimalist, tough, and unapologetically raw. It belongs to Harley's Sportster lineup, which has been around since 1957, one of the most iconic series in the world of cruisers. Over the years, while other brands chased modern tech, Harley kept the Iron 883 true to its roots: steel body, low stance, and that unmistakable Harley growl. This bike isn't about comfort or convenience, it's about attitude. Let's talk about the design, because this bike is pure art on wheels. The Iron 883 has a dark, aggressive, stripped-down look that screams, "Don't mess with me." From the blacked-out engine and matte finishes to the low solo seat and chopped fenders, every inch of this motorcycle is built to make a statement. It's got a low-slung stance, only 760mm seat height, which gives it a slammed, muscular profile. The peanut-shaped fuel tank with the Harley badge keeps things old school. And those classic 9-spoke wheels. They tie the whole design together perfectly. In a world full of flashy plastics and LED overload, the Iron 883 stands proud with simplicity. It looks mean, feels authentic, and turns heads wherever it goes. Underneath that steel frame lives the heart of the beast, an 883cc air-cooled Evolution V-twin engine. This motor has powered generations of Sportsters, and it's all about torque, not top speed. You get around 68 Nm of torque at 4,750 RPM, plenty of low-end grunt for city rides and that satisfying Harley rumble when you twist the throttle. Now, it's not the fastest bike out there. 0 to 100 km/h takes roughly 5.5 seconds, but that's not the point. The Iron 883 is about feel, not figures. It delivers a raw, mechanical connection between rider and machine. The 5-speed gearbox feels solid, and the throttle response is smooth but old school. No ride modes, no traction control, no fancy electronics. Just pure analog power. And that's what makes it special. On the road, the Iron 883 feels planted and stable. It's not made for corner carving or long-distance touring, it's a cruiser at heart. But it offers a unique, heavy metal riding experience that few bikes can match. The front and rear suspension are basic, traditional forks up front and twin shocks at the back, but they do the job for everyday rides. Weighing around 256 kilograms, it's not light, especially for new riders. But once you get it moving, the weight feels balanced and confident. The brakes, a single disc on both ends, offer decent stopping power, though you have to squeeze them with purpose. ABS come standard, adding a bit of safety without ruining that old-school charm. And that exhaust note, it's pure Harley thunder, deep, throaty, and full of character. It's the kind of sound that echoes in your chest long after the ride ends. Comfort-wise, the Iron 883 isn't built for luxury. The seat is low and firm, the riding posture is slightly forward-leaning, and there's minimal wind protection. But that's part of its charm. It's not supposed to be easy, it's supposed to be real. Every bump, every vibration, every gear shift reminds you that you're riding something alive. For city cruising and short weekend rides, it's fantastic. But for long highway tours, your back might disagree. Still, if you're after that authentic Harley vibe, you won't care, because every mile feels worth it. Now, don't expect modern electronics or TFT screens here. The Iron 883 keeps things old school. You get a small digital display integrated into the analog speedometer, showing trip meter, gear position, and fuel warning. That's about it. There's no Bluetooth, no navigation, no traction control. And that's exactly how Harley wants it, a pure, distraction-free riding experience. However, the 2023 and 2024 editions do include key updates for emissions and braking systems, keeping the bike compliant without losing its soul. Harley even offers customization options, from ape hanger handlebars to different exhausts and seats, letting riders make their Iron 883 truly personal. In terms of pricing, the Harley-Davidson Iron 883 sits around $11,500 USD in the US market, depending on options and finish. In the UK, it's roughly £10,000. Yes, it's expensive compared to Japanese cruisers, but what you're paying for isn't just a machine, it's heritage, attitude, and unmatched street presence. Competitors like the Indian Scout 60 or Yamaha Bolt offer more power or tech, but none can replicate the Iron 883's raw character. It's a bike for purists, for riders who want soul, not statistics. If you're looking for comfort, gadgets, or all-day touring, probably not. But if you crave a pure, mechanical connection with your motorcycle, something raw, emotional, and unapologetically old school, the Iron 883 is unmatched. It's not a bike you ride because it's practical, you ride it because it makes you feel alive. It's the kind of machine that turns every ride into an experience and every street into your own personal stage. So that's the Harley-Davidson Iron 883, a timeless icon that continues to roar with pride. What do you think? Is it a classic masterpiece or an outdated relic? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Driftport, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next ride. Because here, we don't just review machines, we celebrate legends. Until next time, keep your engines loud and your rides free.